Okay, so let's get in. Let's change this person's jawline. I'm going to get rid of the bald cap here. And what I'm going to do, once again, making sure that I've got my original selected, I'm going to go into the quick mask mode. But first, let's start off by selecting the jaw. So I'm going to actually use my quick selection tool here. So I can select the jaw and the neck. And I'm just going to kind of bring this up here and bring this up to there. That's a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do to reduce the size of the ear, once again, maybe bring a little bit more in, so I can always erase that, is I'm going to select all of that, and then I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to copy from it and paste. Call this jaw. And now when I move this, you can see how we can kind of change the shape of the face here. Now for this to really work, I'm going to have to go in and kind of erase some of his head. But let's first start off by erasing a little bit more of this jaw here. So same thing, click on that, add a mask. We're going to do just like we did before with our brush. Just going to kind of mesh those two together. All right. And then we just got to get rid, and then maybe mesh this area to that. Okay, we got a little bit of his jaw peeking out there, so we'll fix that in a little bit, but otherwise, a little bit of the jaw peeking out there as well. All right. So now, let's do the same thing over here. We're going to click on this guy, and we're going to mask off that area of the jaw that's peeking through. So click down here. I'm going to have this turned on. I have the jaw turned on right now, but I'm working on here on the original area, which is the area where I want to get rid of that jaw. Same thing. I'm going to actually harden my brush up a little bit because I'm not blending here. Won't get completely. We won't get it at full 100%. We'll do like 90. Whoops. And then the same thing. I'm just going to click on that to make sure that I am using, that I'm on the mask. Always make sure that you've got those brackets around the masked area. We'll shrink this down just a little bit so we can get a little bit more fine-tuned. Follow that neck up there. Same thing here. Okay, so that was kind of a little bit too much. So we can undo right into that area. Same thing over here. Keep that. Oops. All right, so right into there. And then once again, we're going to switch this over so I can kind of just bring that little bit of the cheek back in here. And then let's just zoom in. We can kind of see where we need to clean that up. So there we go. Looks kind of strange, which is kind of what we're going for here, right? And we can see here that there's a little bit of a change there. And let's go back to our jaw, clicking on that. And just kind of cleaning this area up a bit. Same thing going down here. Whoops. All right. Go back to my jaw, click on that. All right, pretty good. We'll figure out, this little kind of weird section right here we'll fix in just a minute. let's take a look at this guy. Adding on the bald head. All right, so we've got some issues here where we're going to have to kind of redo the head a little bit. And so we'll do that in the next section. We'll fix this head and we'll fix this little section here by the jaw.